Toot, 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 toot. Tell me your story about your glory.
Hallo allerseits und willkommen zu einer neuen Folge aus meiner Kategorie Tell Your Story. Und als erstes muss ich feststellen, es ist ein Déjà-vu-Erlebnis, denn an dieser Location gab es mal das Restaurant The Story. Da habe ich 2 Videos drüber gemacht. Und heute treffe ich hier meinen neuen Gast, der euch seine Story erzählen will. Aber er ist nicht deutschsprachig, er ist ja englischsprachig, deswegen geht es in Englisch weiter. And my guest today in Tell Your Story, it is Adam Jud. Hello, Adam.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm excellent.
So, and Adam, he is the guy behind the Pattaya news, right?
One of them, yes, but I'm the one that most people know. I am the chief content editor and director of the English side of the Pattaya News. Our Thai side has different people running it, and I'm also the co-owner and co-founder.
Okay, but in the first, maybe you introduce yourself, and especially we talk about your roots, where you come from, what have you done
Great.
before?
Okay.
Yes.
So I have lived in Pattaya full time for 10 years. I moved here in 2014. I intended to come here for a 6-month vacation after I got laid off from working in retail management or middle management back in America. I got laid off. I was given a lot of money, a year of pay in a single lump sum. And when I got laid off, I said, you know what? Let's come to Thailand. I had been coming here for 5 years before that on vacation since 2010, 2009, 2010. And I'm still here. I found opportunities and opportunities found me. And I have lived here full time without returning once to my home, the United States, in the past 10 years. I was born in New Hampshire, America. I was raised in Sarasota, Florida, and Dallas, Texas. But now here I am.
And did you work in the media before?
No, I have no experience as a journalist, and that's why some people say, "Oh, Adam, you call yourself a journalist." Other people call me it. My experience, when I say retail middle management, I did a lot of HR training and a lot of writing for training materials, and a lot of my work was editing and reviewing and revising training materials for thousands of people. And so that's really what helped me in my current role as writing and editing stuff for people with the actual news here. I've always been a fan of the news. I've always loved knowing what's going on. And I've always loved Pattaya. And I'll get to that in a minute. And because, because I love Pattaya so much and because I love the news, it was a natural fit. When I first came here, many people may also know me, maybe some of your viewers. When I first came here, I relaxed for a while, but then I became a bar manager, like many folks.
Mhm.
I ran a bar on Soy 6.
Oh,
Yeah, believe it or not.
interesting for the people.
Yep, Sexy in the City.
Yeah.
Some of your viewers probably know me. That's where I first became known, as I ran that bar as a bar manager for 5 years. But in 2018, I started getting bored of that, and my business partner came to me and said, would you like to get involved in a new project? We have starting a local news operator in Pattaya, focused really on the news with real reporters, not copying other people, real actual news, and not just focused on selling condos or real estate. And I said, yes, I would love to do that. And so I transitioned out of the bar scene, which it's fun. I'm sure all your viewers will say it is fun, but drinking every day. When I first came here, I was in my 20s. I'm in my 40s now. Drinking every day takes your toll.
Yeah.
And so now I have more of a real job. We have real reporters, real writers that every day people are like, where do you get your footage? We film it. Our guys are out 24 hours a day with the emergency services, with the police, with the fire departments filming that footage. They send the footage to me and my team in Thai, and then we translate it into English, and then we publish what you see on the news. So I think that kind of that's my story of where I came from.
Yeah, and that's the big difference between us. I'm also reporting about Pattaya, but I do it for fun. Only one man, not make money with it. You make the business with it. And I'm wondering all the time where he get the informations from, that he is directly on the scene when something happened in Pattaya.
That's how. When I started it, same as you, we were a face. It was really one person. It was really me back in 2017. One Facebook page, and at that time we did copy and aggregate. But one thing I pride myself on, like all of us, we have our faults. You know, I make mistakes every day, but I stay up to date on social media, and I'm very passionate about social media. And so what we really focused on was being good at social media. And so that Facebook page, just me, grew and grew and grew. And as that came, we're like, well, maybe rather than just do this for fun, we're not a nonprofit. So we're like, maybe we can make some money out of this and have fun. So we hired one Thai lady, and then we started hiring reporters. A lot of the reporters in Pattaya, as you know, and maybe you've talked about on your channel before, are freelancers. So we pay freelance reporters to provide us with the news and videos that we then put out on our channels.
How many you have? How many reporters?
So we have about 4 full-time reporters, 2 part-time, and a dozen freelancers. And of course, the freelancers, they get paid when they provide us material. We also those freelancers work in groups and provide us stuff, and we pay the groups.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And I can tell you or say you, if you want, you can copy or use my videos from my channel also in German.
Appreciate it. The I guess one thing I'll just say too is I love. It's not about doing news or just making money here. I love Pattaya. I love the weather. I love the atmosphere. I love the ease of getting around, and I love the people. There's always something happening. So that's, to me, the news and reporting on what's happening. I feel, maybe it's a bit sentimental, big heart here,
Yeah.
but I feel I'm trying to give back to the community and let them know what's going on. And yes, I have fun doing it, but I also really like people to know what's going on, what's the truth, what's actually happening. There's some things people are like, oh, can you do this report on this person doing this bad thing?
Yeah.
Not usually. We like to focus on the good side of Pattaya. So I'd like to thank anybody who's ever watched us, and I'd like to thank your viewers too.
And that's why I made many years ago my Pattaya video. Pattaya is much more than many people think.
It is so much more.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick thing because I know we can't go on forever, and I love to talk. I was talking to somebody at the event earlier this evening, the Ringside Cafe event, and they told their friends back home they moved to Pattaya, and their friends are like, "Oh, you moved there for girls and bars?" He's like, "No." He's like, "There's so much more going on every day," and I think your channel does a really good job of showing all of the events and everything that happens, and we try to do that. But we also report on traffic and crime because it is news. But I think there's just so much more to Pattaya, and Pattaya has grown. I know you've been here a couple years longer than me, but we started coming about the same time, about 15 years ago, and or living here. And in that time, the city has grown so much. And I might be in the minority here. I like Pattaya better now than I did 15 years ago.
Right. Thank you very much, and good luck for the next 10, 20 years
Hopefully.
with the Pattaya news.
This is my home, and thank you. I appreciate